I'm Daniel Raymont. Who's Daniel Raymont? Okay, I'm ready. Is my posture okay? Daniel Raymont is a schizophrenic, creative individual, still finding himself through each morning breath. I learn a lot about myself through some of the characters that I do. But as a college student, I studied anthropology, and the whole point of anthropology is sort of to learn about ourselves and our own cultures by learning about other cultures. I didn't become an anthropologist, much to my father's disappointment. He still likes to remind me, you could have been a tenured professor by now. And I say, yep, yeah, I could have. I don't know who I am. I mean, I know what I believe in, and I know what I don't believe in, and I know what I love, and I think maybe that's part of how some of us perceive ourselves as lovers of music, lovers of food, family. Every morning I usually have a song in my head. Like, I usually have music in my, like I have a soundtrack, a perpetual soundtrack. So acting is my profession, but music is what I truly love. That's kind of, I guess, how I figured out accents. You know, I sort of became a specialist in accents. My love for music sort of helped me to develop an ear. That, and I always thought that my own voice was very boring. So I figured I'd speak like this for a bit, and then I realised as a young man that people would say, what's that all about? And they would start listening to me in a very different way, and I thought, oh, I've become more interesting on account of how I speak. When you speaking like this, you get the feeling of a geezer who could punch your f***ing lights out. So for fall, everything's gonna be l'orange. This doesn't scare me at all. It's like very delicate, like a flower, you know. Comedy helps us sort of understand the world, as does music. When we start taking things too seriously, I think that's, or at least if I speak for myself, when I start taking things seriously, it's kind of dangerous. You know, the alarm bells go off, and it's, I guess, how I cope with life. Perhaps it's sort of my, it is a coping mechanism, laughter, but it sort of helps keep perspective, you know. Why do I go back to drink and drum? Because I need to. It helps me unwind. It helps me sort of process things. We live in an era of painkillers, and people just don't know how to deal with their stress anymore. So the drumming is a way to cope with the stress and to process it and to interpret it. And sometimes on the other end of the drum is a solution. You say, aha, I have an idea. I think that Glenn has done this amazing service to the community by bringing people together, people from all different walks who know each other, know the rhythm of someone else, and it's that rhythm together that's amazing. It's always a unified beat, which is amazing, and it's to Glenn's credit, because you can't force people to play together. And I think if people could learn to play together, the world would be a better place. And I don't mean strictly through music, but just to have fun together, to relate to each other as people and say, okay, you know, maybe I don't agree with you on politics, but we can maybe find some other way to sort of connect. And by doing that, then we could actually solve problems in the world.